So if you guys are unfamiliar with WTL Code S, it is very simple. Both teams send out 3 players, and there is a starting map, and then whoever loses can pick on whatever map they want as second map. The first team, or clan, whatever, to get 4 points wins the clan war. If it is 3-3 after 6 maps, we go to an ace match. Opening series of our WTL Code S Summer Journey is Wayne versus Reynor. They are ready. I am ready. Do we need ads right now? No, we don't. Let's do it. Perfect timing, guys. Absolute perfect timing. I actually need to change myself quickly on Team Liquid. Oh, wow. Somebody already did it. Whoever did it, thank you. Unfortunately, the streams of WTL Code S have been very bad, and WTL Code A and the Kung Fu Cups. So I hope that today we have a fun and enjoyable experience. There is a chance that it will not be fun and enjoyable, because it's gonna lag every 12 seconds. If that is the case, you guys will hear me complain a little, but I'm still going to root for my boys. It is a new team, no longer just Basilisk. It is Basilisk plus Showtime. Yeah, let that sink in. Wayne is the Russian Zerg in the bottom left side of Starlight Twinkle. And in the top right side, as you guys can see, the stream quality is terrible. This is the main reason why I didn't cast WTL yesterday and I didn't cover Code A lately. I'm gonna try the YouTube stream quickly. I'm sorry guys, but I really cannot. This has been going on for way too long. And I feel like they just refuse to fix it. We're gonna try YouTube and go back a little bit in time. Let's say we go here. And then we just pray that it's going to be good. So Wayne versus Reynor. Reynor, of course, representing us, Basilisk. Opening play day of the season. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
I love it. A couple of best of 2s. And let's hope we have a great start to the season. Go, go, Mr. 1-1. Hopefully not. Be awesome if we can just start off with a 2-0. Yeah, the WTL guys do not really care about the foreign audience. They care a lot about, I think, their Chinese product that they put out. They put a lot of effort into it. They have a cool looking studio. They hire nice people. And then to everybody that does not speak Chinese, they say, hey, here's a clean feed. Enjoy it. Casters can watch the clean feed whenever they want. There's also a chance you get 10 FPS. Good luck with it. That has been the experience on my side for the last few months. Thank you, Inspi1, for the 10 months. Do you enjoy the second Bundesliga more than the first Bundesliga, Metachobo? It is a shame that it is like this. I will obviously, guys, write a complaint if today turns out not to be that good. And at the moment it is not that good. I always give them feedback. And I do try to still be very, very appreciative that they give us this awesome team league that we can enjoy. And we can watch our favorite players and yeah, stuff to compete in as a team as well. A lot of prize money. All of that is awesome. But I just want to be able to cover these games or watch these games on a different channel without feeling like I'm stuck in 2008. I don't think it's a crazy demand. But yeah. I'm going to ask for the manager. I'm not saying that I'm going to go full Karen on them, but I may. I may actually have to go full Karen on them. The Basilisk and Showtime partnership is just one time and one time only for this upcoming season. After this season, we are just planning on going separate ways, but you never really know what the future brings, right? Yeah, Team Liquid won 4-2 over Storm Gaming. That started at 2 PM and we were watching the ESL Asia Regionals. Reynor has taken the forward base, guys. That is a base with a very rich Vespian geyser, as our boy Benny would call it. Wayne has just taken the triangle. He is the first one to make a lot of links. Reynor believes that he can take this fight. That's That's a bit of a scary fight. That's a lot of Zerglings coming out of Bruce Wayne. And there's a lot of links. Reynor in the end will hold, losing a single queen. That looked actually kind of scary for a split second there. That's a weird take, Meto. I feel like you should always be happy if your club can go up, mate. Wayne is down 11 workers. As I guess he's gearing up for a massive, maybe Ling Ravager attack. Wayne is, of course, traditionally a very aggressive Zerg. Reynor wasn't born last night. This is not the first time that he gets to see Bruce Wayne. I'm sure that Reynor is on the edge of his seat, and he's keeping his eyes wide open for anything that looks like things are not totally the way they should be in a standard passive macro-oriented game. Wayne is just going to take this fight here once more in the middle of two bases of Reynor. He's actually doing pretty damn good. Wayne is starting to find some good victories here. Wayne, his carapace is done at this point. This is where Wayne, his Zerglings become a little bit more powerful. Thank the Lord that he just lost a whole bunch of them. I'm a bit worried, guys. Reynor has created a 14 worker lead for himself. At the moment, a lot of his units are still in production. That means they're obviously not quite out yet. And we are waiting for +1 missile attacks to come online. But it is going to come online. I guess we are kind of doing fine. Reynor is building another drone. The last thing that Reynor needs is another drone. Reynor just needs units. If Reynor attacks the incoming attack of Bruce Wayne right now, Reynor wins the game. Just like that. You say Wayne ahead if he attacks now. Don't forget, guys, that the scoreboard is flipped. Wayne is blue and he's on the bottom side of the map, but he's on the top side of your scoreboard. So Reynor is actually the one with 102 supply. I feel like Wayne is kind of dead. Which is good news for us. As Reynor now with +1 missile attacks and reinforcements for days. A massive worker lead. Plenty of roaches out. Reynor is just doing Reynor things here. And just like that, he's going to take the 1-0 lead. Look. A tiny bit scary, once or twice. Where it felt that Wayne had a lot of units. But Reynor was full of confidence that he was able to sneak out a few more drones. And the kid takes the 1-0 lead. We are literally undefeated so far, guys, in this season of WTL Code S. Woohoo! Oranje boven. Can I add the same camera twice, guys? Is that possible? And do video capture device as existing Sony. I can, that's sick actually. And then for WTL, I can just put myself over here in the top right. That's not too disruptive. Smiling already, thinking about the nightclubs. I don't know if that's Reynor's plan. Doesn't he play tomorrow in the ESL Europe Regionals? If our boy Reynor is playing tomorrow, he probably shouldn't make it too late today, but he's an adult. He can do however he pleases. Bit of an odd game. We obviously missed the very beginning of it because I was refreshing the stream and switching platforms, etc. Happy to see Reynor taking the 1-0 lead for Basilisk plus Showtime. But we're just going to mostly refer to it as Basilisk, as that is shorter and easier. You gotta watch out with the soju, it sneaks up on you. I don't think in my entire life I ever got really drunk out of soju. I've definitely had it quite a few times, and I think it's nice. It's not something that I'm drinking and suddenly I'm like, whoa, I'm drunk. It's all over with Liverpool. Are they losing again? I haven't followed football at all today, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. Oh, another draw. I mean, it was already over, to be honest, right? After the losses in the last 2 weeks. They were not going to win the league anymore. That dream was dead. Perhaps our boy Bruce Wayne needed a second before hopping into game 2. He picked Girls River. So the way that this league works, guys, is that there is a starting map that is always decided by the WTL admins. They just randomly decided that we're going to kick things off on Crimson Court. Whoever loses game 1 can pick any map he wants. There are no vetoes. Reynor cannot block anything. Now in a ZVZ, that's not mega impactful, but it can obviously help a little. And Wayne says, I've got something special for you, Reynor, on Ghost River. Last season, when we played against Starlight Twinkle, Wayne actually played against Serral. Lost game 1, and he went for a night as all-in game 2 on Ratu set, and he won. That is our man, Bruce Wayne. And in the top left side, we are looking at the main base of the man that's representing Basilisk plus Showtime. That in-game logo, by the way, could look better. I have the feeling that they don't have the right graphics. We're gonna fix that for Playdate 2. I will actually give them a transparent graphic. Because now we just have a big black square on the ground. Doesn't look that pretty, but okay. That is not the way that this is supposed to look. Well, it works, I guess. I mean... They're both going pool first. I think Klopp is going to do better than... I think that Arne Slot is going to do better than Jurgen Klopp did. 1 decade of Liverpool greatness, 1 league title. I think Slot is going to win at least 2 or 3, mate. But I'll give it to Jurgen Klopp. He did a good job in at least bringing Liverpool back to the top. And making them relevant again. I'm sure he'll be remembered very fondly. But he really didn't win that much. That has to be said too. And I know it's hard to win when you have Man City to worry about. But still. Ghost River. Reynor in the top left. Wayne in the top right. Basilisk taking the 1-0 lead. This would be a nerve-wracking map for me to play ZVZ on. The one time you're actually incredibly happy that Overlords are flying and can just give you a little bit of map vision. It would actually be kind of cool if Wayne just plays a pretty standard macro game from here on out and tries to hit a hard timing on Lair with roaches +1 and roach speed, something along those lines. Because I'm sure that Reynor is incredibly paranoid about Wayne banking up 28 Zerglings in the back of his main and clicking them to the other side of the map with speed. It's a good map for the Lambo Queen Roachwalk. The one that hits very early. The old school one that he got Serral with a couple times. Yeah, I think they are both afraid to expand very quick here. Because it is so easy to obviously bank up 20 links and send them to the other side of the map and end the game. I think this is a tricky one to play ZVZ on. It's going to be on a knife's edge, guys. So Europe won't start for another 26 minutes, right? We have so much Starcraft at the moment. It's ridiculous. Once the regionals are all over, I think I'm actually going to take a 1-week break of everything. And I'm just going to charge myself up for the ESL Masters in Dallas. This has been a ridiculously busy month. I watch so much Starcraft that I am starting to dream about Starcraft again. I haven't done that in a while, but when I'm watching it all day, every day, I just can't let it go. Reynor is the one to try his luck first with a couple of links on the other side of the map. He's morphing 2 Banes here as well, but think Wayne's got enough defensive units out. First bailing of Reynor actually doesn't really get a whole lot. That's a very tiny connection. Reynor, I'm sure, would love to get some of them queens. He's gonna get one queen easily. The bailing just exploded in the middle of nowhere. Was that a manual detonation, guys, by Reynor? I feel like there wasn't a single Zergling attacking it. Reynor says, doesn't really matter though. I want more, I'll get more. Gets the second queen. Reynor gets the third queen. Oh, that's pretty good. Now we can just go home, drop our own Roach Warren and take it from there. Maybe Reynor has been inspired by the Botest sisters. He always sees them going for queens. Reynor says, I can do that too. I'll take out a queen. Or two. Or three. Now in chess, I do not recommend letting your opponent get 3 queens. As a 208 elo player, this is my advice to you guys. I wish I was lying, but I am 208. Yeah, you can call me a bit of an expert. Chess is hard, man. Wayne says, now it's my time to go ahead and snipe a couple queens. We have bailing explosions happening all over the shop. It's kind of hard for me to sometimes keep track of them, who they are good, who they are bad for. What we do know is that Wayne has +1 carapace. He's going to try to morph a couple of his low HP roaches into Ravagers. One of these moments where Reynor just needs to hang on a little bit longer. And if Reynor can survive this storm without losing too many drones, he's going to be more than happy. He's only lost 2 so far, I think, with the immediate reinforcements. A couple of extra ladies helping out. Reynor is going to be fine here. Takes a 6 work elite. Does need to attack up, as Wayne is already, well, on its way to lair tech. But he's down 6 workers. Overall, things looking pretty good for the Italian Stallion here in our season opener. No such thing as an easy match, but I'd be lying if I told you guys that we are shaking in our boots for our season opener here today. Basilisk has a really good regular season record. I think in 2 full seasons of Code S, we have literally only lost 1 time. We went 11-0 and 10-1. So we are 21-1 in regular season. And a season opener against Starlight Twinkle, we're pretty confident. I think that's fair. I don't think that's arrogance or cockiness. Numbers don't lie. We lost to On-Site Gaming. In the playoffs, we lost to Team Liquid because Clem decided to become the best version of Clem that the world has ever seen. And he said, hey, I want to win this entire thing by myself. Can I do that, Team Liquid? Please, please, one time. And then somehow got stopped by Ryong. Yeah, in the playoffs, we lost to Team Liquid. The regular season, we lost to On-Site Gaming. And first season that we played in WTL Code S, we also lost in the playoffs against On-Site Gaming. In the grand finals back then. Yeah, and On-Site Gaming now is Vitality, indeed. The team of Maru, Crank, Solar, and Ryong. They are the back-to-back champions of the WTL Code S. Yona's gonna start yapping. Nah. Yona was actually participating a little bit in our team chat. After the lineups were announced, I think Yona hit us with, give them hell. And then Reynor responded, will do, boss. Trigger hit him with an emoji. Yona is as much part of our journey as always. Even if we'll see him a little bit less throughout the regular season. You guys will see some Yona, don't worry. I cannot promise when, but there will be some Yona. I think Yona will be in the regular season. I think he's going to be in the regular season. I think he's going to be in the playoffs. I think he's going to be at Dallas. I believe Yona is going to be everywhere. I believe Yona right now is listening to me and supporting us. I hope so, at least. Maybe he's got me muted, you never know, but... There will be Yona, guys. Reynor is the first to max out. He's on 63 drones. He only has a single evolution chamber. He's working on his +2 missile attacks at the moment. Wayne obviously did open up with that quick +1 carapace, so he's created a bit of an upgrade advantage for himself. But Reynor is the one to use Contaminate on that Evo to slow down +2 missile attacks of Wayne. These fights can be a bit scary, and I think Wayne can actually be pretty good in some of these maxed out Roach fights. I think Ravager numbers are key here though, and it does look to me that Reynor has a few more Ravagers than Roaches. Ravagers are awesome. I feel like pure Roach is almost never supposed to beat Roach Ravager. But it is of course important that Reynor doesn't make any big micro errors, doesn't overly expose his Ravagers, doesn't put them in the front line, and gets good value out of them. Reynor is the one who's got 9 more workers, which obviously means that his army supply is a tiny bit smaller, but I'm not too concerned about it. It is Barras. This is the best that I can do for you. It is the best that any English streamer can do. We are not allowed to join these games, so we have to watch the stream. And the quality that I can give to you is as good as the quality they give to me. I'm not very happy with it either. This is actually good. For WTL standards, this right now is good. We have to be very happy with this. If it keeps on going like this, I'm already satisfied. Because I am used to a whole lot worse at this point. Reynor has invested in Aspire and is going up to 4 bases. As Wayne is now also going up to 4 bases, but he does not have any additional tech yet. Still just pure on the Roach. It's a bit odd to me. Does not believe in the Ravager. It almost feels to me that Wayne is banking on the fact that Reynor is going to make a mistake with his Ravagers, that he's going to expose them a bit too much, and that the Roaches of Wayne can get on top of the Ravagers of Reynor. But Reynor is pretty good at the video game, I believe, last time I checked. And I don't think that Reynor is going to make any positional errors like that. No fireplace in the background this time. There will never be another fireplace in the background. That is the worst idea you guys have ever had. We had 5 very cute, cozy looking streams, and now my TV is ruined because of that fireplace that has burned into the image or screen, whatever. Thanks, guys. I was very happy with my TV, and you guys ruined it. It's like Wayne is going to ruin the 4th base of Reynor. But Mudas are out. And last time I checked, Roaches do not fire up. Reynor does need to start spending his money. He's nowhere near maxed out, and he's sitting at 2,000 minerals, had over 1,000 gas in the bank as well. Spending a little bit of it, but I believe he's running out of larva. And if you already have a larva problem and you just lost the base, it's not going to be too easy to deal with. No, I'm not going to make it even worse. I am budgeting for a lot of things in life right now, and replacing my living room TV is not one of them. So I'm gonna have to live with the little bit of the burned in image of a fireplace that there is right now. I'm not going to make it any worse. And Wayne is playing pretty good, but Wayne does need to obviously find an answer for these Mudas. At the moment he does not really have a whole lot of stuff that shoots up. He's gonna crank out some Hydras. Hydras are not fantastic against Roaches and Ravagers. There are some moments where the Hydras can shine, but most of the time pure Roach Ravager is actually better than Roach Hydra. And it does not seem that Reynor is banking on making more Mudas. He's not gonna play Muda Link Bane. These were just a couple, hey, I have Mudas and you need to respect them, and the moment you have an answer for it, I'm gonna try to take advantage of that answer. As these two armies are going to headbutt, look at those corrosive balls landing in the middle of the army of Wayne. Somehow Wayne's still doing alright at first, but now he's moving back in again, and he's really going to have to respect the potential of these Ravagers a bit more. Both players losing a lot of drones at the moment. We have some picture-in-picture. Your guess is as good as mine. The Roaches with Tunneling Claws in the main and Natura have been actually very well controlled by Wayne. This kind of feels that Reynor's army is better. Continues to stay better. Both of them taking a pretty serious hit though to their economy. Only a grand total of 79 workers on the map at the moment. Split across both players. That's not many workers for a 14-minute game. But Reynor's got Du Supply, as Todd would call it. Reynor also has Hive Tech. He's transitioning into Lurkers. And meanwhile, Wayne is just hard stuck as a Lair Tech Zerg. Some Roaches, some Hydras. Not a bad performance by Wayne at all. But it just kind of feels that the Korea arc of our boy is starting to pay off a little. As he's looking good, he's looking sharp. Got a 4-0 victory over Cure earlier today, the Korean Terran player. On his own stream. And yeah, he's looking mighty fine here. You guys know that it's a bit of a tradition for us to give Reynor a hard time. Make fun of him, tease him a little, but this is just a really good performance. Can't say he did anything wrong. He looked sharp, he looked ready, he had a good understanding of where he was at in the game. And he is going to spam a few more corrosive balls as Wayne is going to try to micro his way out of this. The Hydras are trying to do their thing. The Roach Warren has fallen. So sure, there are a couple of Rootlings helping out, but that also means no more Roaches for Wayne. And if you can't build any more Roaches, you are just in all sorts of trouble. The Mutos are going to show up as well to be the icing on the cake. The nail in the coffin. And that will do it. The 1-1 man is no more. He is a newborn man. Korea arc has transformed him into a 2-0 boy. Say goodbye to the 1-1 man. Say hello to the 2-0 boy. Now I said the icing on the cake and the nail in the coffin. I got it right. Firefly Grave. I did not mess it up this time around. He got younger? Yeah, he got younger. Because he finally got a proper haircut. GG's. Good job by Reynor. We're happy with that. Showtime is not an official Basilisk member, but he is officially part of our team for WTL Codas. A lot of teams have teamed up with different orgs. We have teamed up with Showtime. 92% of you guys believed in the 2-0 for Reynor, and Reynor delivered. That means we're going to go ahead and take a very tiny break. After that, we'll be back with Showtime versus Christianer. Best of 2. Showtime 2-0. Christianer 2-0. A 1-1 draw. How is D. Mauer going to perform at his debut for the Basilisk plus Showtime merger? We're about to find out. Tiny break. See you guys real soon. Hype, hype, hype.